When you heard the noise, did you know it was a shot?
No, I didn't really know it was a shot until I saw people ducking, and I said it's a shot then. I mean, almost instantly. It could have been a car backfiring, but when I saw them ducking behind cars, I knew it was a shot. And I looked back, and he wasn't standing anymore or leaning over the railing. Then I knew absolutely it was a shot. And so when I got to him, one of his feet kind of hung through the balcony. It's interesting how things I remember and some things I can't remember. The knot on his tie was upside down. The bullet severed the tie and turned the knot upside down. There was a crushed cigarette in his hand. I took the cigarette out. He didn't want children to see him smoke. I took the package from his pocket. I covered him with a spread from his neck down. I ran in the room to get the operator. When she heard the shot, she left the switchboard. And when she went out in the courtyard and realized that King had been shot, she had a heart attack on the spot. She was the motel owner's wife. She died about 3 days later. I was beating on the wall saying, "Answer the phone, answer the phone, answer the phone." But she never answered it because she was in the yard. And then I came back out, and the police by this time were coming. And I hollered to them, "Call an ambulance on your police radio. Dr. King has been shot." And they said, "Where did the shot come from?" So that's where the pointing picture came in from the rooming house across the street. They came and secured the balcony and stopped people from coming up. A number of them did come up. I took that cigarette out of his hand. I took that package out of his pocket. He was going to light it in the car, but when the bullet hit him, he crushed it in his hand.
And it was that important, you felt, that he would not want to be seen with the cigarette?
He didn't want children to see him. Not moral, it was unhealthy. And I tell children that when I lecture to them, they said, "Dr. King smoked?" I said, "Yeah." I said he was under the pressure of Vietnam, threats to his life, the Poor People's Campaign, the Memphis Campaign. I said he wasn't drugging. Smoking a cigarette is a light thing to do with the pressure he was under. He was a human being with all the frailties that human beings have. If we make a saint out of him, it excuses us because we say, "I ain't no saint. I can't do that." He wasn't a saint. I said he was in the classroom just like you. He went through a classroom. You know, he studied. He played ball. Wasn't very good, but he played ball. And they're shocked. But I have it somewhere. I don't know where it is. Sometimes they say, "What kind was it?" I said, "I don't remember." But that tie, that knot just laying upside down was too much.
Were his eyes open?
Yes. They moved just reflecting. But he never spoke a word. Spinal cord was severed. There was more damage under the shirt, and there was just blood everywhere. Ralph came out, and he would pat him in the face. "Are you comfortable?" And with all the controversy that went around, Jesse did the same thing. I think he just added some drama to the blood on the shirt thing. But if you were on that balcony, you got blood on you because it was so much. It was so much. And I wondered, it's 37 years and I still don't have words to describe how I felt. I was doing what needed to be done, but I thought I was having a nightmare. I was shaking my head trying to wake up. And the nightmare was I was awake. And this is not happening. This just can't be happening. And then the ambulance finally came, and I told him what hospital to take him to. And we got somebody on the switchboard. I said, "Jesse, you call Coretta, I'll call my house." And he called Coretta, and she was preparing to come to Memphis. And I called my house to tell her what had happened.
I read somewhere that you saw his complexion change, that that you sensed that life was going out of
Yeah, yeah. After my dad died, even though I wasn't there at the very moment, when I got back to the house, by the time they came to get him, his color had changed. And I saw that same thing in Martin's face. And I knew that it was critical. The same thing. His color had changed that quickly. And the ambulance came and they took him away. And we got Coretta and got my house. And I've just not found words. In all these 37 years, I've not found words to just sit down and tell you how I felt. I can't find them. And then I even beyond that wondered, why was I there? Why was I there at that moment in time? All the places I could have been, all the places he could have been, even though we were friends, why was I there? If he hadn't been going to my house, would he have been killed? I know now that he would have. I didn't know then. And it was like a burden. I didn't talk about it. And then I can't tell you when it happened, but when it happened, it was like a revelation to me. I was there to be a witness. And when I got that revelation, it was like the unfolding of a flower. If you give it time and let the flower blossom on its own, you'll have a beautiful flower. If you try to rush it, you tear the petals off and you destroy the flower. So I waited. And that revelation came to me so clear. You were there to be a witness. I don't have an axe to grind with anybody. And you have to be a true witness. Martin Luther King Jr. didn't die in some untoward way. He didn't overdose. He wasn't shot by a jealous lover. He wasn't shot leaving the scene of a crime. Here is a man with an earned PhD degree at 27 or 28. A Nobel Peace Prize, the youngest to get one at that time, 35. I mean, oratorical skills off the charts. Off the charts. And here he is. Could have been UN ambassador. And he was. Could have been university president. All the things he could have been with all of his skills. And here he is dying on a balcony in Memphis, Tennessee, helping garbage workers. That is power. PhD and all, on the helping garbage workers.
When you got word, the official word from the hospital that he was dead, was it real to you?
No. No. That whole day, I have some things that people ask me what, that was a Thursday, I think, and they said, well, what did you preach Sunday? I don't remember church. I don't remember Sunday. I don't remember it all. I don't remember Saturday. I know Friday we took the body back to Atlanta, but I don't have any. This is not happening. It's like I'm outside of myself. And it is happening. I want to wake up. This is a nightmare, but it was happening. And things were coming at me so fast I couldn't process it.